Hi, welcome to my channel, everybody. My name is Katie Spoor, and in this video, we're going to be ranking shows I've watched on Netflix. This isn't all the shows I've watched on Netflix. This is just a handful, but it's a good variety to kind of give you where I stand on certain shows. Remember, before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And if you haven't watched my two prior edits before this video, one's is Clary and Jace, and the other one's Oliver and Felicity, go watch them after you watch this. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay, let's get started. First, let's introduce the ranks. The ranks that we have are UTS, which stands for Ultimate Top Show, then A, B, C, and Horrible. Alright, our first show is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a show that I like, and really like, obviously, it's on the list. Me and my dad watch this together a lot, and it's basically about it's like they're a secret government agency that handles people that have, like, powers, or are superhuman, or aliens, or whatever, the non-normal for the USA, per se. I like this show all the way up to its newest season. Spoiler alert, they killed Coulson in season 7. And so season 8 is really boring for me since Coulson's the main character. But all in all, it's a really good show. I really enjoy it. So I'm going to make the show an A. Alright, after S.H.I.E.L.D., we have Arrow. Arrow is one of my favorite shows of all time. It was my first fandom. The plot is that there's this guy named Oliver Queen. He was trapped on an island for 5 years, and he had to learn how to survive. And with this new sense of survival and knowing how harsh the world is, he decides to become a vigilante and, like, save his city. And so him, with a group of friends that he trusts, go out on this mission to save the city, and it's about following his adventures and the bad guys that he chases, and it's a superhero show. I really like it. So yes, it's going to be a UTS. Alright, after Arrow, we have Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is a sci-fi show. Basically, this army soldier gets experimented on during his serving time, and this experimentation gives him, like, wolf abilities, per se, like beast abilities. He, you know, is super fast, super strong, has heightened senses. And he falls in love with this detective, and they solve crime together. And yeah, it's a really good show. I binged it, and so I'm going to make this an A. Alright, after Beauty and the Beast, we have Blacklist. Blacklist is a procedural crime drama that follows Raymond Reddington and Elizabeth Keen. Elizabeth Keen is a brand new FBI agent, and Raymond Reddington is a career criminal who has this major criminal empire. He turns himself in one day and requests that he only speak with Elizabeth Keen, and them together create a task force, and they solve crimes and catch criminals that the FBI doesn't even know about yet because the criminals are that good. I really like this show. It's one of my faves. I constantly rewatch it, and because of all this, I am making it a UTS. Alright, after Blacklist, we have Bridgerton. Bridgerton is a period romance drama. It's a Netflix original. Basically, it follows this girl named Daphne, and she has to find a man to marry. And so she creates this fake relationship with the Duke, and their fake relationship turns into a real relationship. I only really enjoyed and was interested in the second half of the season. I found that really intriguing. And so since I only really enjoyed half of it, I'm going to make this an A show, but it's really good overall. I would suggest you watch it. Okay, after Bridgerton, we have Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Sabrina is a witch who is half mortal, so half human, and then half witch. And it's about her life balancing her witchy side and her witchy friends, and her mortal side and her mortal friends. And she pretty much ends up saving planet Earth throughout it. Yeah, she's really powerful, really strong, which much more capable than the rest of her friends. So, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is going to be an A. Okay, Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds is a cop drama, a procedural cop drama, and basically it's this group of behavioral analysis, and they work together and they catch serial killers, serial killers that like no regular law enforcement agency could catch. I binged it. It has 15 seasons. Dr. Spencer Reid is my favorite character from it. And yeah, this show is definitely an A show. Wow, there's a lot of things in A. I might need to readjust this. Compared to all of what's in A, I think I'm going to move Bridgerton down to B. Yeah, Bridgerton gets moved. Okay, so after Criminal Minds, we have Downton Abbey. Downton Abbey is a British drama. It follows this aristocrat family. It follows the oldest daughter specifically. And so her name's Mary, and it's about her love life and her career, and is she gonna marry this person? Is she not gonna marry this person? The show's good. I did watch all of it, and my only critique of it really is that the episodes are so long, and so after you watch it for a while and like know what's happening, they seem a little redundant for being that long, and so because of this, it's gonna be a B. All right. Next is Emily in Paris. Emily in Paris is a show about a girl who works for this PR firm in the States and then is moved to Paris, to their Paris office. And so it's about her learning about Paris culture and how to speak French, and she's making new friends and falling in love. And it's really surface level. There's not much to sink your teeth into. So yeah, it's just kind of neutral. So Emily in Paris is going to be a C. All right. After Emily in Paris, we have Fate: The Winx Saga. And I watched the original Winx Club, and I rewatched the original Winx Club over and over again. And so when Fate came out, I was cool. I was excited, and I thought it was cool that like they're rebooting it, and yay! But it was just really bad, and they changed so much of it, and they took forever to get to like the main plot and the main conflict. Like it was just really bad. There's not I can't even really find anything really good to say about it. So it's just gonna be like a horrible like I wish I could make that better, but I can't. Okay. After Fate we have Flash. Flash is another superhero show. It came right after Arrow. They're part of the same like superhero universe per se. Flash is an okay superhero show. Basically, there's this forensic scientist named Barry Allen, and he got hit by lightning, and so now he has super speed, and he saves the city and becomes a superhero. The problem with Flash is the more seasons there are, this gets worse. Like in my opinion, their best season was season 1. I have not watched all of Flash. I am 2 seasons behind currently. I will watch them at some point, but I just kind of lost interest in the show. There wasn't much keeping me there, so I'm going to make Flash a B. Okay, next after Flash, we have Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls is a teen drama that focuses on a mother-daughter relationship. And I really liked it. It's about the main character's Rory, and it's about her life growing up as a teenager, and then it follows her through college, and about her friends and her love life and her really close, unique relationship with her mother, because her mother had Rory when she was 16. Her mother's name is Lorelai, and they live in this small, like, quirky town in Connecticut, and I just really loved it. I didn't think I would. It sat in my recommendation list on Netflix for like maybe 2, 3 years. And I only started watching it because my best friend started watching it. So she convinced me to watch it, and I'm so glad she did. I fell in love with it. It's going to be a UTS show. I just can't get over how good it is. Okay. After Gilmore Girls, we have Life Sentence. Life Sentence is about a girl. She gets diagnosed with cancer, and then she has to like figure out how she's going to spend the last months of her life. And you would think that it'd be like really dramatic and like something to like get invested into, but it's really quite boring. I watched it a couple of years ago, and I haven't gone back to it or even thought about it since. So like I'm going to give it a C. There's nothing really special about it. It's just kind of like you watch it and it's done. Nothing to go back and revisit. Okay, next is NCIS. NCIS is another cop drama. I like cop dramas. And they basically solve crimes that happen to like Navy sailors and people who work for the Navy, because NCIS stands for Naval Criminal Investigation Service. And yeah, they solve murders and crimes that happen to Navy officers. Usually it's murder. So I really like it. It's really a long show. It's like 17 seasons now. I've watched all of it. So NCIS is going to be A or B. What do we think? I don't know. I think NCIS is going to be a B show. Okay. After Rain, after NCIS, we have Rain. Rain's another period drama that follows Mary Stuart, Queen Mary Stuart, and it's about her love life and like finding her place in royal court and being a queen and being a young queen and what does that mean and how do people respect her. So I watched it. I enjoyed like the first 2 seasons. The second 2 seasons were like pretty boring for me. I just didn't find any real reason to continue watching them other than I wanted to finish the series. So Rain's gonna be a C. Like I really only enjoyed half of it, and yeah, that's kind of where that's at. All right. After Rain, we have Riverdale. Riverdale is a very hot topic show. A lot of people like to make fun of it on YouTube, especially for its writing mostly. But the one thing I have to say about the writing is that it's bad. I think everybody knows that it's bad. Even the writers know it's bad, and that's kind of the point. Like these are good writers who get professionally employed to write for television series. Like they know what they're writing is bad. It's kind of supposed to be like ironic and like funny and something to talk about. Like I don't understand why people are taking it so seriously when it's not meant to be taken seriously. So it's just kind of like know what you're watching, everybody. So yeah, Riverdale, I liked all of it. I haven't watched the new season 5. Well, that's not true. I've watched like 3 episodes of season 5, and I didn't watch any more of it because I didn't like it. Like, I don't understand why they made a season 5. That show is really meant to be only in high school, and then instead of following them into college, they just did like a time jump. So they're now like adults, but now they're back in their like hometown. It's just like really weird, and like there's no flow to it anymore. So Riverdale, saying all that, because the rest of Riverdale is really good, and I really like that show, I'm going to make Riverdale an A. Okay, after Riverdale, we have Spinning Out. Spinning Out is a figure skater drama with these two professional figure skaters, Katarina Baker and Justin Davis. Katarina Baker had a tragic accident early on in her career, and so she was scared to skate, and she had these mental blocks, and it was really hard for her to get past. And then she meets this skating coach called her name's Dasha, and she kind of helps Kat get over her fears, and and she starts this relationship with Justin, and they start skating together, and it's a really cute teen drama, and I really sad that they canceled it, especially since it was like talking about like mental health, and I feel like that's something that doesn't get addressed enough in modern television. So I really love Spinning Out, and I constantly go back and rewatch it. So Spinning Out is going to be an A show. All right. After Spinning Out, we have Sweet Magnolia. Sweet Magnolia is a country drama. It takes place in this country town, and it's like surface level. Like, there's not much to it. Like, there's this group of women that are like best friends, and one of them is going through a divorce. And then, so during her divorce proceedings, she meets this new guy, and she like falls for him, and it's like following like their romance story and whatnot. It's kind of like I don't even really remember the exact plot of it because I watched it a little while ago, and it wasn't really much to remember. So I'm going to make it a C. All right. After Sweet Magnolia, we have the Twilight Saga. All the movies. I just kind of lumped them all into one picture, one ranking. Um, Twilight movies are really bad, especially their messaging to like young girls is really bad. But it's a good junk food movie and like a movie to sit around on the couch on like a rainy Saturday and like make fun of with like your friends. So I think Twilight is going to be a B. No, a B. I was holding that under the C. It's going to be a B. Just because no, it's gonna be a C because it's just too bad to move it any farther, even though it's fun to make fun of with your friends. Okay, next we have Virgin River. Virgin River is very similar to Sweet Magnolias. The only real difference is that instead of the main lady getting divorced, she just is moving from the city to the country, and she has to get adjusted to like country life and country living and taking it easy and taking it slow. And yeah, I really liked it. It's actually there's more depth through it to it than Sweet Magnolia, and so Virgin River is going to get a B. All right. After Virgin River, we have Vampire Diaries. The last one, we made it. Vampire Diaries is a supernatural drama that follows the Salvatore brothers and Elena Gilbert. She is she's actually Elena Gilbert is like a doppelganger, and the Salvatore brothers are like vampires, and like there's like this love triangle between the three of them. Like, is she gonna end up with Damon? Is she gonna end up with Stefan? And Elena and Damon, in my opinion, are the ultimate ship. That's who I ship. Um, yeah. I don't know where I'm gonna put them. It's kind of hard to explain. You just kind of have to watch it and like get in the middle of it to understand it. It's very complicated. But I really like the Vampire Diaries. I do rewatch it a lot. I also like how broody it is, like purposely broody it is, not just like, oh my god, this is boringly broody. So I'm going to make it a UTS. It definitely belongs in a UTS. I love Vampire Diaries. I think it's one of my favorite, if not the favorite, vampire supernatural show that I've watched. I think it just handles the supernatural world much better than most of them.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I know I did. And remember, if you have things to say or things to debate, do it down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And before you go, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Alright guys, I hope you had a good day. I hope you continue to have a good day.